Yeah, and this video is coming to us from Santa Clarita, where people in these two cars can be seen throwing things at each other. This is in an In-N-Out drive-thru. They threw bleach, juice, water bottles, all of it going back and forth, along with a lot of nasty language. All of this happening just before 12:30, just outside the Six Flags Magic Mountain, near the old road and the 5. Now, it's not known exactly what started all of this, but Santa Clarita Sheriff's deputies say they're looking into it.
Wow. And
we want to tell you about a case of road rage in L.A. that almost turned deadly. An argument over nothing, a lane change, turned into an all-out fist fight in the street. Here's why I say it almost turned deadly. One of the men winds up getting socked and falls into the street and just misses a passing van, right? Look at that. No one filed charges. The guys get back in the car, and, you know, the cops are looking, they're not looking. But here's the thing. This is a stupid fist fight. Now the guy's playing against advantage, right? Now he gets back in. He thinks he's a tough guy. If that sucker punch that he threw as he punches the car, that's always smart, had knocked that guy into that van, it is now manslaughter. I don't care that you just wanted to lane change and you're angry and you're a big tough guy. The moment he does this, if he hit that van, and we know what happens if he hits the van, it's manslaughter. You're going away. Doesn't matter what your intent was.
And took their road rage to a whole new level in Toronto, getting out of their vehicles and brawling on the highway. OPP Sergeant Carrie Schmidt says they're aware of this incident. It happened near the 401 in Leslie Street in Toronto. Traffic stopped while the two were just rolling around on the ground fighting. By the time police got there, both men had already got back in their vehicles and took off. Schmidt says the type of incident is just not worth it.
That alleged road rage incident turning extremely violent. It happened right out here yesterday afternoon in a neighborhood that I'm told is otherwise safe. It landed one man badly injured in the hospital and another in handcuffs. All of it caught on security video. Just seconds after getting out of their vehicles, it appears words are exchanged and the first punch is thrown. Then another, and the fight is on. The two men on the ground and the suspect with overalls and long hair seen pounding the other man with punch after punch. At one point, appearing to stomp him and kick him in the head. This goes on, and 3 minutes after the two men first got out of their trucks, it finally stops. But police say it started when the motorists pulled over after a fender bender on Torrance Boulevard near Elm.
One of the vehicles cut the other one off and then slammed on their brakes, and that caused the other vehicle to then try to get by and ended up causing a traffic collision.
New at 10, in another case, a road rage incident caught on camera. This one in Pasadena. The video captures the moment a fight breaks out between a Tesla driver and a motorcyclist. The violent encounter, it happened May 19th along Fair Oaks Avenue and Holly Street in Old Town Pasadena. And you can see the two men struggling along the sidewalk. The man recording the video tells us the motorcyclist had the driver pinned down with his legs wrapped around the newspaper stand.
It's pretty scary, you know. I mean, if anybody's out there driving, if they get confronted, I don't think you should get out of the vehicle at all. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right, just call 911 or something.
It's unclear if either of the men were arrested or detained.
Just into the Eyewitness Newsroom, this disturbing surveillance video showing two men injuring an elderly woman outside LAX. LAPD says it happened nearly 2 weeks ago as she was checking in her bags. Investigators say the men were chasing each other following a fist fight that resulted from a road rage incident. One of them ran into the woman, causing her to fall that knocked her unconscious. She went to the hospital but has since been released. Police searching now for one of the men, 38-year-old Jason Givens. He was last seen driving off in a silver Chevy sedan with damage to the front passenger door. If you know where he is, please call the LAPD.
The drivers of those trucks were reportedly fighting over who would be first to respond to a car that needed a tow after an accident. It happened near 67th and Cicero.
It was a normal afternoon. He was driving on Mopac at Steck.
All of a sudden, there's a car coming into my lane. I slam on the horn, hit the brakes, but it's unfortunately too late at that point.
Even then, Avery says he didn't think it was a big deal.
It's a minor collision at that point.
But the driver kept driving until Avery says he got his attention and they pulled in into the shopping center at Capital of Texas Highway and 183.
We pull into the shopping center as casual as anything possible. Yeah.
Avery began to take pictures of the damage when the other driver is seen approaching him on video with his fists.
That little bit that he did wind up, I guess, was enough for my brain to realize you're in danger. Move your neck.
Both men move out of frame and Avery is heard calling for help. That's when he says the other driver walked away.
Wow, look at that. In Danvers, Massachusetts, that new video shows two women fighting in the middle of the highway. State police say this all started when one woman cut off the other during rush hour traffic yesterday morning. This is what one eyewitness had to say about it.
Fists were flying and, they just got into a fight. In the middle of the highway, too, that's what, threw me off. I was like, is this really going on?
Well, amazingly, the women weren't hurt either by each other or by the traffic speeding by. State police say they know who both those drivers are and they're now considering charges.
It's just wild. You can see these people are fighting in the middle of the road. It's a busy intersection. One woman is just punching a man inside the truck over and over again. This happened today along Winkler Road and Gladiolus Drive. NBC2's Mercedes Martinez is there tonight speaking with the man who took this video.
Locals live showed that video too were shocked to see people fist fighting in the middle of this intersection. They say drivers need to keep calm and have patience.
Absolutely shocking.
Crazy.
Probably seen upset drivers on the road before, but Dalton Lee says this video he captured on camera was extreme.
I've seen lots of hand gestures and people yelling and honking their horns, but nothing to this extent.
Punches being thrown at each other and hair yanking in the middle of traffic between the truck's passenger and this woman.
That's unacceptable behavior.
This happened this afternoon on Winkler Road and Gladiolus Drive. Lee says he pulled out his phone immediately after he saw this altercation get physical.
Oh, yep, they're fighting. Oh, yep. Oh, yes, sir. Oh my gosh. There's a younger guy. Oh my God, he's got a gun. The older gentleman pulled out a gun. The older gentleman just pulled out a gun.
He collected, but it didn't hurt.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
The guy's fighting him with a gun.
Two white men. Yeah. One's an older gentleman and one's a younger guy. The older man has a gun on the younger guy.
The young man's holding the gun. He's trying to take it from him. He took it. He took the gun from him.
Video that has gone viral, and when we saw it on Facebook, we contacted the Harris County Sheriff's Office. They tell us an investigation is now underway. It is a fight between four people, apparently sparked by a road rage incident near Highway 6 and US 290 Saturday. In the video, you can see an intense exchange between the group. Then the truck speeds forward, and a woman approaches the white car there. Someone inside throws a drink at the woman. That's when a man kicks the white car, and everyone jumps out and begins fighting. That woman hit during the fight. The fight breaks up. The truck speeds away after he rams into the white car. We don't know what sparked this incident.